All right. Something smells good in this game because we got Aru, Kiriko, Pomeranius, and Tequila on Shipyard, which is the lesser memeable brother of Farm. Random Warp and Battlefield are our random events for the day. Do any of these characters care about Battlefield? Battlefield's kind of scary. Maybe Tequila likes that because he could get some pirate spawns. None of these other characters are real killers. I do believe Pomeranius has a positive attack stat. He does, but he's kind of more gimmicky. He can maybe get some things. Maybe get some kills from encounter panels. I do have a video, speaking on the topic of Kiriko, I do have a video of me trying to get the Kiriko achievement where you get her down to 2 max HP, and I successfully did it. And win the game. Yes. Anyway, bunch of weirdos in this lobby, but I say that every time. If you're Aru, maybe you're not so happy to see encounter because, or Battlefield because you don't like encounter panels. Is like whatever. Tequila is like cool, whatever. It triggers my passive. Kiriko probably is not happy because she loses health. But yeah. I say that this is the lesser. This is like Farm's less memeable cousin because it's a lot easier to get to your own home on this map. Usually, if you really wanted to, you could just stick in your own loop on either the upper half or the bottom half of the map and not even have to interact with the players on the opposite end of the map. Of course, if you land on a warp panel, you might end up doing what Pomeranius is doing right now, which is getting stuck in the middle, forced to walk around in the middle in circles for like 7 warps, and then finally get out where you can land on a home panel and level up, be the first player to level up to level 2, first and only player up to level 2. I was going to say capable of hitting level 2, not true. Aru does have 10 stars, but Random Warp comes out. Was that I believe that was a mystery random warp. No. Okay. As Aru gets up to level 2, joining Pomeranius, that was base random warp, meaning maybe this map will end up being as memeable as Farm after all. As a miracle comes out. I believe that was a mystery miracle. I literally made a point to read and talk about the field events and then immediately forgot what they were. So, go me. As several players here get the double bonus. Big air bonus. First Battlefield comes out, and it is immediately a pirate minion. Only 1 damage taken by Aru, but something tells me we're going to be seeing a lot of pirates because of Battlefield Tequila. In fact, 2 of the 3 encounters we see in this one turn are all pirates. Huh. Aru gets her health right back. Kiriko cannot do the same because of her passive. Unable to gain HP. Very funny. She will take probably more damage against this Roboball. Sure enough, going to take guaranteed 1. Yes, and only 1. Pom gets another chance to find a win here. Will take out the Roboball because they have a tendency to roll low on evade. So, trap card played by Tequila. What trap cards are included by any of these characters? As he fails to kill a seagull. Well, actually, it could be literally anything because Pomeranius loves packing trap cards. So it could be literally anything. I was going to say, what are some flavorful trap cards that the other characters care about? But with the Pomeranius in the game, it could be literally anything. Nice, big hit. 3 damage to Aru. Because of Pomeranius' passive, where if he's at full health, he ignores trap cards, you can pack a lot of trap cards that you would normally be afraid to put on the ground and just not be afraid of them as Pomeranius, you know. It is still early game, so it has to be a level 1 trap card. It's probably Bank, but At this point, Pomeranius lands on a home panel, gets up to level 3. Tequila has to fight him in order to join him in the level up crew. Only up to level 2 himself, though, but all players now at least level 2. Let's take a check, see where we stand in terms of hypers. Aru needs to be level 2, so once she gets enough stars, she could potentially use her hyper. Kiriko also needs to be level 2, so same thing, although her hyper is cheaper, so she already has access to it. Tequila finding a kill on chicken. Here comes the fireworks. Happy New Year, everyone! This is being recorded for me on New Year's Eve, but for some people it might already be New Year. Pomeranius is a level 2 hyper as well. He doesn't... Goodest Boy isn't... It doesn't... It's like whatever. And then Pirates Fly in the Sky is a level 3. So only Tequila at this point is locked out of his hyper still. It's Pomeranius once again stuck in the poop loop as the fireworks continue to go off. You know, he's got full health, so he ignores that trap card. Unfortunately, getting Snake Eyes on the double bonus, but you get the double bonus regardless. Not afraid of that trap card for as long as you have full health. It lagged like crazy. Big hit to Kiriko. She gets lower and lower with each passing turn. Almost in kill range. Not quite. She won't be able to heal once she makes it home. She will hit level 3 on this turn. I was going to say once she gets it home, but I accidentally predicted that. No healing. Tequila's probably going to take that advantage of her where she's standing in order to start a fight with her, deal some more damage, and level up to level 3. Although that is his home, I didn't realize. So he does not have to fight Kiriko, and in fact chooses not to. So misread by the commentator there. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Ooh, Aru hits 30 stars, immediately lets a present for you rip. Levels up to level 3, same turn. Handful, could be another present for you. Trap card played on Tequila's home. Lots of moves being made. That present for you made Aru 60 stars worth of profit. 60. Her hyper is a little insane. But all characters with full hands now mean she won't be able to profit quite as much from any future present for use as a Pirates Fly in the Sky is played. Tequila trying to finish off Kiriko will not find it. Actually takes a grip of damage in return. We'll see how Tequila decides to play these next few turns. Nice. That's the other cool thing about a Tequila in the game is that if you play a Wild Friends on a character other than Tequila, you have a chance to pull a pirate minion, which is super cool. It's super unique. Speaking of pirate minions, Aru's gonna encounter one. Survives the encounter, thankfully, but ooh, Kiriko chooses not to land on her home panel, which means she will get forced into a fight with this pirate. Decides to change her mind anyway, start the fight with the pirate too. Ooh, to lock in is what I was trying to say. The fight with, or the home panel, changed her mind after, has to fight the pirate, fights the pirate, dies to the pirate, loses 1,000,000 stars. As Aru profits greatly from that. On the other side of the board, Pomeranius levels up to level 4. Apologies for my stammering, I'm a little out of practice. Passionate Research finds another pirate in the sky. There's going to be a lot of trap cards here that Pomeranius is going to ignore. Wow. A chicken takes out the great pirate leader. Somewhere in the battlefield pool, there is a very rich chicken. What is Pomeranius going to do? He's going to take the warp. End up, once again, in the poop loop center of the map. He loves it there. As a random warp almost trades his place with Aru, forcing Aru into the center instead. Very funny. She's got a quick and easy escape. But of course you gamble. We land on the warp panel. Gamble, gamble. Alright, well. Gets out of there after a few rolls. Lands on a home panel. Levels up to level 4. Boss was summoned by Pomeranius. But now there are 2 players above level 4. Speaking of boss, there he is. Divine Judgment upon Yi. Ooh. There is now a pirate stuck in the middle alongside Pomeranius. So now you're going to be second guessing whether you want to stay in that center or not, or when you want to leave it to avoid the pirate. Yeah, you have immunity to the trap card, but if that pirate hits you once for 1 damage, you are losing that trap card immunity. What do you decide? Decides to stay in the ring. Get the double draw. It says that pirate won't roll high enough to fight me in the ring. There's also a chance that the pirate chooses to leave. We shall see. The pirate mercenary. The mercenary. Board is absolutely a landmine zone. Tequila starts a fight with Aru. Is going to roll a mid-roll. It's not quite enough to kill her. She'll probably go for the evade. Fails the evade roll, though. Takes a lot of damage. The retaliation attack is high, but Tequila's got a positive defense stat to survive with. Doesn't start a fight with Kiriko. Just takes the drop panel. Drops down to 0 stars. It looks bad, right? Oh, hold on. Pirate is going to warp 3 times. Encounters Kiriko. Will find some damage on her. Not much. Only 1. Kiriko is going to find a retaliation attack that kills the pirate. Interesting that pirate didn't have any stars to give away, even though that pirate killed somebody else earlier. Interesting interaction there. Aru rolls a 1. Heals up. Or maybe the pirate did have stars, but the animation just didn't play. I don't know. Kiriko's going to start a fight with Aru in order to land on the home panel. It is a friendly exchange as each player rolls a 1 and evades that 1. Meanwhile, on the other side of the board, Pomeranius swoops in to join everybody else in this corner of the map. He's going to have to make a decision what to do to avoid this boss panel. Will he fight anybody? He does. He starts a fight with Aru. Rolls high. I mean, it's dodgeable, but it's not very likely dodgeable. And in fact, Aru does not win that roll. Takes the full damage, dies. Pomeranius profits up to 120 stars, at least, at bare minimum 120 stars, in order to be able to hit level 5. First player to level 5. Tequila's going to start a fight with him. Has to, because of how great of a lead he has, but it's a low attack roll, and the retaliation roll is high. Not quite enough to kill Tequila in return. Pomeranius is now sitting pretty. 161. 39 stars to have match point. Bonus is only 4. It's turn 18. So that's like 10 turns worth of bonus. Kiriko plays a trap card on Pomeranius' home, but he doesn't care if he's at full HP. Ooh, 7-goal encounter is narrowly survived by Kiriko. What are we doing here? Chooses not to fight Kiriko. Lands on another home panel, meaning if somebody, 100 to 0s him, they could get a free level up for it. But that is a tall order. Pomeranius' defensive stats are not the greatest. In fact, he's got a negative defense stat. So 100 to 0 is not impossible. It's just improbable. Final Surgery comes out. Does kill Tequila for profit. Starts a fight with Pomeranius. Is going to roll low on the attack roll. And take a long... Ooh, dodge in return. That was a really risky dodge. 4 damage dodge, and it paid off. Stays high health. Important to be high health for Kiriko because you can't heal. Oh. Commendation for that risk for sure. Pirate encountered by Pomeranius, but this dog is on a frickin' rampage. I don't know why I censored myself. Takes out a pirate. He just doesn't care. Granted, you don't get any stars for killing a pirate. So, that pirate proc does slow his crawl towards 200 stars. Kiriko encounters 2 pirates on the same turn because of trap cards, battlefield, etc. Survives the encounter, though. Kills the first encounter and merely survives the second one. Pomeranius is at full HP. Could choose to land on that draw panel without activating the trap card. and will do exactly that. It's interesting now because if Kiriko decides to fight Pomeranius, she will have to trigger that trap card. It's probably a pirate. You will trigger it after. We don't know if it's a pirate. Maybe if the astute viewer will know whether that's a pirate or not. Chooses to start that fight, rolls high, and does 100 to 0 Pomeranius, but has to contend with the pirate. Will the pirate take her out? To 7 pirate, and it takes her out, steals some of that profit she just took from Pomeranius and gives it to Tequila. Wealth has been certainly redistributed in this game, as a toll booth is put down by Tequila. That's pretty funny. Aru, Kiriko, and Pomeranius all dead at the start of this turn. All have to roll to get up. Only Aru will succeed. At this point, it's a pretty good position for present for you if Aru's got one. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 stars from it, which is 30 star profit. Maybe she could try to empty her hand first if she doesn't already have one. It would put her in good position. It would let her get up to level 5. Lonely Chariot played. Interesting. It will let her draw. Okay, it costs a lot. So maybe she's got profit margins that can be made up as both Kiriko and Pomeranius come back to life. Tequila do be having enough stars to hit level 4. Well, no, not quite. 2 behind. Now has enough because of the toll booth taking some of Aru's stars. Is also going to take away Kiriko's stars forcibly. That toll booth almost paying for itself. It costs 5 and it steals your level times 2. So yeah, no, that's definitely paid for itself. As Kiriko hits the level up to level 4. And Aru is going to lose a turn out of it. Bank of Popo, though, will prevent the level up. There is now... Oh, and the protection fee goes away. There's now a bunch of stars on Kiriko's home for her to happily claim as she encounters another 7 pirate. Takes a full 7 damage. We are the pirates of 7s. Trap card on Pomeranius' home. Trap card on that war panel. None of it matter. That dog do not care. Aru's going to go in for the kill on Kiriko. Has a low attack stat, but rolls high. So will claim the kill. Has to contend with a 1 HP seagull immediately after. Rolls low, though this could be a 7 goal. It is a 7 goal. That's evadable, but not easily. And dies. Dies to the 7 goal. There is now a rich 7 goal out there who has more than 13 stars this time. I mostly just said rich chicken earlier because the phrase rich chicken is a really fun phrase to say. Assault played by Pomeranius. Wow, that's actually kind of beneficial to Tequila because now he's going to have +3 attack to roll and retaliation attack. Rolls a 7 into a 0. Kills Pomeranius once again. All the way from the top down to the bottom as Tequila also kills a chicken. Unfortunate assault there. Taking Pomeranius down to 59 stars. 7s. Big the reason for that one shot. Another 2 hypers drawn by Tequila. This board is going to be covered in pirates. Although you do have to make the decision at this point if you are Tequila. You put that down like turn 5. Sheesh. Aru starts a fight with Kiriko. Probably nothing will get done from this battle, but it will allow Aru to land on this home panel if she really wants to. Just kidding. It's a 100 to 0 on behalf of Kiriko. Getting herself up to 120, which is enough stars to hit level 5 next time she lands on a home panel. Lots of one-shots going around this game as we're about to hit turn 30. Let's take a step back, look at standings here. Aru is the lowest on stars. Aru, however, has the greatest and easiest potential for star generation. Hold on. Fuck my chud-ass life. Kiriko starts a fight with Robo Bitch and takes half of her health in damage. Survives it, though. Fair enough. If you're the max HP Kiriko, maybe you're like, I can survive it. I'd rather guaranteed survival a battle than lose a bunch of stars to a draw panel. Fair enough. I don't disagree. In fact, I very heavily agree with that decision. Ooh, a goodest boy found by Pomeranius. You have to wonder, is there ever a good situation where you can actually use goodest boy, or is that just to, is it just good to take away a hyper from the deck so that nobody else can have it? Starts the fight with Tequila, rolls low. This might be the false sevens as Tequila takes 1 damage, almost seemingly intentionally get a 1+1 attack on the retaliation attack. Does not find damage on Pomeranius though. Pomeranius taking his anger out on a pirate minion. I was gonna say earlier, I don't remember if I said it or not, that you have to make a decision as Tequila now. Do you actually play those hypers, or do you conserve your stars to try and win? Turns out you play both of those hypers and get the level up to level 4 and have enough stars to hit level 5 next time you happen to land on a home panel. So it turns out all of the above. D, all of the above. Hand getting emptier to benefit Aru, but as Tequila's hand gets emptier, Kiriko's hand gets more full. So watch, listen, and be full. Pirate encounter for Kiriko. We'll survive it. No probby. Ooh, okay, that rich seagull was found by Pomeranius and claimed. Bounty claimed. Back up to 150 stars. Bonus now is up to 7. It's still going to be a while until Pomeranius can get 200, but ever closer, now back in the lead. Squarely and surely in the lead. Boss encounter will bring the boss down to 4 HP. Does not kill Aru. Kiriko finally makes her way back to her home, claims that Bank of Popo that was set up long ago, up to 168 stars, up to level 5 for Kiriko, now putting her squarely in the lead. So it is now a race between the doctor and the dog. Who will win first? Play of the Gods, stolen from Kiriko. It is a final surgery. Tequila takes himself out and profits from it. Honestly, based. That's pretty good. It's pretty good for him. We do a quick calculation. It cost 10 stars, and he gained 25, so that's a profit of 15 stars. Did you guys know that negative 10 plus 25 is 15? Pomeranius starts a fight with Aru. Honestly, that's crazy. Finds a kill. Rolls high enough to get a kill. Put at exactly 200 stars. A home roulette comes out, which is extremely beneficial for Pomeranius. Puts the home as close to him as it possibly can. He is now in great board position. Does roll a 0 from 7s, but the random warp removes that great board position because the 7s generated a 0. Oh man, it is Playground. We are going to have to watch Aru play Mark's flight training. It's probably still bugged, knowing this game. I want to see. Oh, there's you can see Pomeranius' board position right there in the center in the poop loop. About to exit on the wrong side now because of that home roulette. So it has a long travel time in order to get back home, in order to lock in the win. Reverse for Aru. Does that matter? Pirate encounter for Kiriko. Revives it. Will kill. Cool. Doesn't really benefit her. What do you got, Pom? What's the plan here? Rolls max roll 7 onto a home panel and just wins. Just wins. 7s. Never mind. Game's over. GG. Never mind what I was saying about that long trek. Game's over.